A little economic news out there. Regulators shut 2 big California banks down and 5 others, bringing the grand total this year to 140 failed U.S. banks. And we were telling you before the collapse that banks were going to go under and go under in a big way before they announced these ridiculous bailouts, which were anything but bailouts. It was basically a corporate banker takeover of the government, a consolidation of power, having the IMF, the Federal Reserve, come together with the SEC and granted all these new powers as they establish a way to just print endless currency and bring in a global unit of currency called the Special Drawing Rights Unit. The new global currency has been established and is being used more than ever for global dominance. So again, regulators shut down 2 big California banks and 5 others, bringing it to 140. Regulators on Friday shut down 2 big California banks as well as a bank in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Michigan, and Illinois, bringing the total of U.S. banks to 140 that have been brought down this year by a weak economy and mounting loan faults. The FDIC took over all 7. Regulators shuttered First Federal Bank of California, based in Santa Monica, with $6.1 billion in assets and $4.5 billion in deposits, as was Imperial Capital Bank of La Jolla, California, with about $4 billion in assets and $2.8 billion in deposits. And another sign of the times, out-of-work professionals temp at FedEx and UPS. Companies seeing a lot more suits and ties in interviews for holiday work. Well, it's the holiday season. They've still got the families they had 5 years ago. They just don't have the career they had 5 years ago. So they're being forced to take temporary positions at FedEx and UPS. And this one really hit me big because not only is this guy from Newburgh, New York, where a lot of my family lives, but he's actually an ex-writer from ABC and CNN. That shows you how dead the mainstream corporate media is. This guy is looking for temp work as a UPS man. Ed Gullo never thought he'd be on this side of a package delivery. Gullo, 61 years old, of Newburgh, New York, is driving a truck for FedEx during the holiday shipping rush that started after Thanksgiving. Gullo is no veteran truck driver. He's a news writer with experience at ABC and CNN who found gigs hard to come by in this weak economy. FedEx and UPS, the world's 2 largest package delivery companies, hire thousands of extra workers every holiday season, usually college students and 20-somethings. You see, these same college students and 20-somethings and even teenagers used to be able to take service jobs until we opened the border up and just said, come on in, take all of our service jobs away. We like that you're going to work for $5 or $6 an hour. Wouldn't you have rather paid the rate of $7 to $10 an hour for a young U.S. citizen looking for some job experience, looking for a summer job, looking for an after-school job, looking for a holiday job? But that's not what they want. They want to gut the economy so people with actual skills, with actual careers, are forced to take lower-end jobs like this one during the holiday season. This year, the unemployment rate is at 10%, and it's much higher. It's publicly at 10+%. And many experienced professionals are looking for work. A lot more people came to job fairs wearing a coat and tie, says UPS spokesman Norman Black. Ralph Wick applied online with UPS after being laid off from an IT management position. The 42-year-old who lives in San Francisco was managing a staff of consultants and administrators. Now he's a driver's helper, tracking the status of packages and running from home to house, making deliveries. Gullo earns about $13 an hour with FedEx, far less than a $36 an hour he makes for a freelancer. So this is what's happening with the economy. Banks are shutting down. Jobs are going overseas. Meanwhile, they want to shut down all of these large factories so that they can further degrade us into a second world economy and bring us closer to global governance and a one world new order.